If I were going on an adventure, I would take Oreos. Definitely Oreos. If I were going on an adventure finding treasure, I would bring someone along with me that knew how to find treasure. Like a pirate. Arg. Argy, matey. Actually, that might be a terrible idea because pirates are known for stealing treasure. I wouldn't want them to steal my treasure. I could take my grandpa, but he might have trouble getting in and out of the caves really easily. You know, it's really hard to decide who would be the best person to help me out if I'm looking for treasure. Kind of like our story today, though. The king was seeking advice or wisdom. And wisdom we're learning all about is finding out what to do and then doing it. Let's see what the king in today's story decides.
For over 40 years, King Solomon ruled over Israel. During that time, he did some pretty amazing things, like building a breathtaking temple for the Lord and a beautiful palace for himself. He received visitors from all over the world. He shared with others the wisdom God had given him. Much of this wisdom can be found in the book of Proverbs, including this advice on how to gain wisdom.
Walk with wise people and become wise. A companion of foolish people suffers harm.
Unfortunately, Solomon's son Rehoboam did not pay attention to his father's words. He believed his way was best. And when Solomon died, Rehoboam became king of Israel.
All hail King Rehoboam! Wow! Check me out! Golden crown, spiffy palace. This is the life.
Though the kingdom was strong under Solomon, he made the people work extremely hard. Now the Israelites wanted to see how this new king would treat them. Led by a man named Jeroboam, they came to see the king.
Hey, you stole my name.
It's Jeroboam, not Rehoboam.
Whatevs, Jer. Now what do you want?
Your father made us work very hard. Let us take more breaks and we'll serve you well.
Sounds like you want to slack off.
We just need a little more vacay time. Then we'll be ready to give it all we got.
Well, come back in 3 days, Jer.
Jeroboam and the Israelites left. Rehoboam paced the floor, trying to come up with a good answer.
Yeah? No. Maybe?
Many times when Solomon needed wisdom, he asked God for it. Rehoboam didn't bother to talk to God, but he did at least talk to his father's wise advisors.
The people want me to give them a break so they don't have to work so hard. What do you say?
Be kind to them.
Absolutely. Give them what they're asking for.
You'll win their loyalty that way. Then they will serve you well.
Huh.
Instead of taking the advice of these wise men, Rehoboam decided to ask his buddies, the guys he had grown up with. He found them eating honey cakes and debating racing chariots.
Gotta go with gold rims is what I say.
Nah, gold is all show. You have to add some diamonds for traction.
Hey, guys.
Yo,
What is up, my man?
People want me to give them a break so they don't have to work so hard. What do you say?
oh, this is good. You get to do the real king stuff now.
You gotta show them who's boss.
They think your dad was tough? Tell them my pinky finger's stronger than my daddy's legs.
Yeah, and my dad gave you a heavy load, but you haven't seen nothing yet. I am gonna lay it on you. Yeah.
Rehoboam frowned. He thought hard. For 2 whole seconds.
Whoa! You guys are good. I'm totally doing that.
After 3 days, Jeroboam and the Israelites with him returned.
Hey, Jer.
Your Majesty, will you lighten the heavy workload your father gave us?
My pinky finger is stronger than my father's legs. My father put a heavy load on your shoulders, but I'll make it even heavier. My father punished stragglers. I'll double it up.
Rehoboam finished with a flourish. He waited for people to tremble and bow low.
Are you kidding me?
Jeroboam turned to the Israelites.
We don't want anything to do with this joker or the rest of David's family. Let's go back to our homes and start our own kingdom.
Hey, wait! No, you can't do that. I'm in charge.
Yeah, you're in charge of yourself. Good luck with that.
Jeroboam and the men with him marched out and returned to their homes. From that day, the nation was split into two kingdoms. Rehoboam still ruled in Judah, but Jeroboam was made king of Israel.
Totally not my fault.
Rehoboam failed to listen to his father's own words. Walk with wise people and become wise. A companion of foolish people suffers harm. Rehoboam's foolishness nearly cost him all of the kingdom.
So King Solomon really talked about being wise and how to be wise. All of that was being around wise people so that you can be wise too. Now Solomon's son, Rehoboam, he was not very wise according to this story. He decided to listen to people that weren't very wise, even though he had a lot of other wise people around him that he could have listened to. Now it's up to us too. Do we decide to listen to foolish people or wise people? Like, if we were to hang out with only mean people, I think we would become a little bit mean too. With angry people, we might become angry too because they rub off on us. Or you know what, people that break the rules, well, you get the picture. So the big point, find your friends and pick them wisely. Be careful about who you hang around with. And our bottom line is hang out with wise people. Which means I better really think about who I'm gonna bring on my adventure to find some treasure. Well, I'll be doing that. I'll see you guys later.